Now, in this section, we will see the various methods of data repository. Actually, data repository is a term which is referred to the designated designation which is mainly used for data storage. It is used for data storage. So, the data repository refers to an enterprise data storage entity into which the data can be partitioned for either analytical purpose or the reporting purpose. So according to Dewey, there are various shapes of data repositories like data lake, data mart, data warehousing and big data and the business intelligence or the similar frameworks. So we will see first data lake. Now, as its name implies, lake we all know is a collection of water. Now, this is a data lake. So, data lake is a storage repository which holds vast amount of raw data in its native format, but it holds the raw data in the native format until it is needed and refined elsewhere. So the data lake shares a data environment that comprises multiple repositories and capitalizes on big data technologies. It provides data to an organization for a variety of analytical processes. We can say that the data lake is a storage repository which is responsible for holding an enormous amount of raw or redefined data in the native format until it is accessed. The term lake is usually associated with the object storage in which an organization's data is loaded into the platform and the business analytics and the data mining tools are applied to the data where it resides on the cluster. So to enable the operations managers to become more data driven, the corporates are doing what? They are setting up this Hadoop data lake environment which includes the HBase, Hive and Spark processing engine. But the data lake platform also includes the HBase, Hadoop's companion, NoSQL database, Hive SQL on Hadoop software and the various source technologies such as Pig, Scoop, OZ and Zookeeper. The data lake blends the historical data with the new information. You can take the example of sensor data. The sensor data is transmitted via cellular networks from cars and they are using for monitoring the mileage, driving and braking speed as well as the hours spent on the road. And these metrics are useful for the auto insurance customers who can qualify for the premium discounts if they are deemed to be the safe drivers. So the data lake concept takes the Hadoop deployments to their extreme, creating potentially limitless result for collection of structured, semi-structured and unstructured data which is generated by either transaction system or social network or server log or sensors or the other sources. However, we can say that the data lakes can also be used effectively without incorporating the Hadoop, depending on the need and goal of the organization. The term data lake is increasingly used to describe the large data pool in which schema and data requirements are not defined until the data is queried. So that is what data lake coining term is. It is a collection of vast amount of raw data. The data flows from streams, that is nothing but source system, to the lake. Users have access to the lake to examine, take samples or dive in. The data lake allows organization to shift its focus from centralized control to the shared model so that they can respond to the changing dynamics of information management. Now we will see the characteristics of data lake. As I said, we can collect anything, we can dive anywhere, the flexible access is there, the future proof is given in the data lake which is reducing the overhead time. So the characteristics of data lake. All data is loaded from the source. Means we are saying that all data is loaded from the source system No data can be turned away. The next characteristic is data is stored at the leaf level, means it is stored in an untransformed or untransformed way or untransformed spread. The third characteristic is data is transformed and schema is applied to fulfill the needs of analysis. So that is what data lake is, that they are storing the raw data. We are collecting the data from the source. The data is stored at the leaf level and the data is transformed whenever needed. So this was the first repository data system which we have seen, that is data lake. Now in the next section we will see the next data repository system, that is the data warehouse.